WION Broadband Olympic Edition, partnered by Kia Sonet. Wild by design. Get ready for a new level of wild. Poker Stars, India's home of online poker.
What changed, Leander? What changed 4 years later in Atlanta? Because let's face it, and I'm going to be brutally honest here, no one gave you a ghost of a chance. They said, okay, whatever. Okay, Olympics, you've qualified, great. The fact remained, you had some big wins in Davis Cup by then, but it was singles. Secondly, Indians were struggling to win first round matches in Grand Slams, and here you were going to win an Olympic medal. It was a bridge too far.
I love the fact that you were hesitating how to put that. But really, yeah, no one gave me a chance. My whole life has been about mind over matter. Has been about perseverance. Because when I was born with a mitral valve prolapse, and 100 doctors, cardiologists to be exact, said that I would never be anything of a professional athlete. And when I lost to Goran Ivanisevic and Pripyat in the quarterfinal match in Barcelona, I realized that there was a gold medal given, there was a silver medal given, and there were 2 bronze medals for the semi-finalists. But my realization that day was that in Atlanta, there was going to be a playoff for the bronze medal. So I sat back after Ramesh and myself lost in those 4 hard sets to Ivanisevic and Pripyat. I sat in the arena for more than an hour. And I kept on contemplating how I could achieve my dream of emulating my father. So what I did in the following 4 years, Diggy, has been a bit of a secret. I've not really spread that out too much to too many people. But really now that I'm at the end of my career, I took 4 years and I played every single tournament that was in altitude conditions. I went off to Colombia, I went off to Quito, and I went off to Brazil. I went off into altitude places to play where the conditions were very similar to Stone Mountain, Atlanta, Georgia, where the 96 Olympics was going to be. And when I head out to Ecuador and I played up in Quito, my lungs were burning. When I head out to Colombia to play in Medellin, it was not easy, the conditions. But at the same time, I knew that the 4 years, apart from the many years before that, I had prepared for Barcelona, those 4 years were focused for singles. And the irony of the whole thing is that when I got to Atlanta the Saturday before the opening ceremony, the draw came out. And I looked at the draw along with Jaideep Mukherjee, who was my captain at the time, and India and Leander had drawn to play Pete Sampras in the first round. And I'll never forget, Uncle Jaideep looked at me and he smiled. And it reminded me of that laugh that my dad did when I was 12 years old on the dining table. But Uncle Jaideep is a wonderful man, and he smiled at me. And he said, son, this is a tough draw, and I know you've worked really hard, but don't worry. We'll prepare for another Olympics. And Uncle Jaideep inspired me a lot. And he basically gave me that rebel, that defiance, that stubbornness. He ignited it that day again, and to basically go out there and live my dream.
WION Broadband Olympic Edition, partnered by Kia Sonet. Wild by design. Get ready for a new level of wild. Poker Stars, India's home of online poker.